Your body is made up of about 37 trillion cells. Every second, millions of them divide, grow, and die in perfect harmony. It's a quiet, constant dance of renewal that keeps you alive. But sometimes something goes wrong in this dance. A single cell, just one, forgets the rules, and that tiny mistake can be the beginning of something enormous: cancer. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how cancer actually starts, not in a scary medical way, but in a way that helps you understand what's really happening inside the body when a cell turns rogue. Because the truth is, cancer doesn't come out of nowhere. It's a process that begins invisibly, often years before anyone even notices a symptom. So, let's start with the basics. Your body cells are like a massive city, and DNA is the instruction manual that tells each cell how to do its job. Every time a cell divides, it has to copy that DNA, all 3 billion letters of it. Usually, your body's proofreading systems are incredible at catching errors. But occasionally one or two slip through. These errors are called mutations. Most mutations are harmless. Some even help the cell work better. But every once in a while, one lands in just the wrong place, a part of the DNA that controls growth, division, or repair. When that happens, the cell might start dividing uncontrollably, ignoring all the stop signs built into your biology. That's the first spark. Cancer begins when a cell stops listening. Now, your immune system is usually excellent at spotting troublemakers. It can detect abnormal cells and destroy them before they cause any damage. You might have had hundreds or even thousands of pre-cancerous cells in your lifetime, and your immune system wiped them out without you ever knowing. But when one abnormal cell manages to survive and keep dividing, it starts to form a small cluster of mutated cells. At this stage, it's not a tumor yet. It's like a rebellious little group that hasn't built its empire. These cells continue to divide, piling up new mutations each time. The more they divide, the more chances they have to change, adapt, and outsmart the body's control systems. Over time, sometimes months, sometimes years, this cluster becomes a tumor. But here's the surprising thing. Not all tumors are dangerous. Some are benign, meaning they stay where they are and don't invade nearby tissues. Cancerous or malignant, tumors are different. They grow aggressively, invade neighboring tissues, and can eventually spread to other parts of the body, a process called metastasis. But before we go deeper, let's talk about what causes those first mutations. Because this is where science and everyday life meet. There's no single cause of cancer. It's more like a combination of factors that increase the odds of a cell going rogue. Some of those factors come from outside, like tobacco smoke, UV radiation from the sun, certain chemicals, or even viruses like HPV. Others come from within, like inherited genes or random mistakes during cell division. Take smoking, for example. Cigarette smoke contains more than 70 chemicals known to damage DNA. Each puff delivers a storm of free radicals, unstable molecules that punch holes in your DNA. Your cells try to repair the damage, but over time, the repairs become imperfect. Eventually, one cell acquires just the right set of mutations to escape control. Now, not everyone who smokes gets cancer, and not everyone who never smokes avoids it. That's because chance plays a role too. Think of it like rolling dice billions of times. Sometimes you just hit an unlucky combination. And then there's aging. As we get older, our cells have divided so many times that small errors pile up. Our DNA repair systems slow down, our immune system weakens, and the likelihood of one cell turning cancerous increases. That's why cancer risk rises sharply after age 50, though yes, it can happen to younger people too. Let's zoom in for a moment to what happens inside that cancerous cell. Imagine a cell that's supposed to obey 3 basic rules: grow only when told, stop when told, and die when its time is up. A cancer cell breaks all 3. It grows even when there's no signal, ignores stop signs, and refuses to die, a trait called immortality. Normal cells die through a process called apoptosis. It's like programmed self-destruction when they're old or damaged. Cancer cells, on the other hand, find ways to turn that process off. They also trick the body into feeding them, literally. They can release signals that grow new blood vessels toward them, ensuring a steady supply of nutrients. This is when the tumor really starts thriving. It becomes a selfish, living entity inside your body, one that exists only to grow and survive, no matter the cost to you. Now here's where things get even more dangerous. As the tumor grows, some cancer cells break away and travel through the bloodstream or lymphatic system. When they find a new spot, they settle down and start growing again. That's metastasis, and it's often what makes cancer life-threatening. Modern research has revealed something fascinating. Every person's cancer is unique. Even two people with the same type of cancer, say breast or lung, might have completely different genetic mutations driving it. That's why treatment today is shifting toward precision medicine, where doctors analyze the DNA of a tumor to choose the most effective drug for that individual. There's also growing evidence that our environment, diet, and lifestyle play a bigger role than we used to think. Chronic inflammation, for example, from obesity, stress, or long-term infections, can create a biological environment where cells are more likely to mutate. Scientists call it fertile ground for cancer development. But here's the hopeful side. Most cancers develop slowly over years. That means early detection can make a massive difference. Screening tests like mammograms, pap smears, colonoscopies, and low-dose CT scans for smokers can catch abnormal cells long before they turn into full-blown cancer. In many cases, that early catch saves lives. And then there's prevention, the quiet hero of public health. Eating more plants, limiting alcohol, staying active, using sunscreen, avoiding tobacco, getting vaccinated against HPV and hepatitis B. These simple actions collectively lower your cancer risk dramatically. You might be wondering, if cancer starts from just one cell, is there ever a way to stop it completely? Maybe not yet, but scientists are getting closer. Immunotherapy, for example, trains your own immune system to recognize and attack cancer cells, something it often fails to do naturally. It's one of the biggest breakthroughs in cancer treatment in the last decade, and it's giving hope to patients once thought untreatable. So to sum it up, cancer starts small. It begins when one cell forgets the rules, ignores the body's control systems, and decides to survive no matter what. From there, it grows, evolves, and adapts, like a dark mirror of life itself. But understanding how it starts gives us the power to stop it earlier, treat it smarter, and prevent it wherever possible. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and share this video, because understanding your body is the first step toward protecting it. Stay curious, stay kind to your body, and I'll see you in the next one.